And the Bodyguards sub in for New Orleans.
And what a joy it must have been for this young man to learn that he'll be on this roster for the remainder of the season.
Well, you know, hats off to him. Kudos to him because he's done everything he could to stick in the league, and it appears that all that hard work has paid off for him. You love to see a guy reap the fruit of his work.
6 on the shot clock. And it's Harris off the drive. That's blocked. And they get it back. And he gets the bucket. Here's Holiday. 12 points his last outing. To the right side. Shot, high post. That's short off the rim. And about Orlando and their stars, is a better clock to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all, Eugene?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
Harris a screen on Holiday. Ridnour kicks to Harris. And here is Ridnour. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New York. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot is good. Oladipo's got his first bucket in this one.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Davis setting the pick for Holiday. The dish to Pondexter. Misses the 3. Orlando trailing here. Now Ridnour. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And there's the pass to Harris. He kicks it to Ridnour. He feeds it to Oladipo. Dishes it to Ridnour. To the paint, a second chance effort, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that. Channing Frye missed all of 2012-13 with an enlarged heart. The condition got better, and last season seemed like he didn't miss a beat. He came back and shot the cover off the ball.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Gordon's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Reese Harkless comes in for Tobias Harris. Evan Fournier's checked in for Oladipo. And Gordon subbed in for Luke Ridnour. On the wing, Gordon. Beyond the arc. The shot is off.
And no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being...
So far, Troop on the floor for Orlando. New Orleans making some changes here. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Davis is out there with Quincy Pondexter. And it's the Bodyguard in at the 5 spot. And Oladipo kicks to Ridnour. Inside. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Tobias Harris.
Well, it was a dismal start from the field for them in the first quarter, but they're finally starting to turn it around.
Well, I don't think it could have gotten any worse, partner. I mean, you figure they had all their bad misses out of the way and should be good to go now.
Davis with a screen on Ridnour. Gordon for 3. Rebound by the Magic. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And a lot of their scoring in that win came from unexpected places, from guys who don't typically get a lot of minutes.
And you know what? Those guys on the bench, they practice every day too, even if they don't play every night. And that night, they were ready.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Holiday. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Holiday up top. He's guarded by Ridnour. Davis, the pass to the Bodyguard. Puts up the baby hook. That one wide left. The Magic trail by 3. Here's O'Quinn. Shot is off. Great D that time from Bodyguard.
And reporters said they saw a bit of a confrontation involving him after last game. Not between him and the other team, but actually between him and a teammate.
Well, the talk was It was about how the ball was moving, or rather how it wasn't moving. Whenever teammates start disagreeing and bickering with each other over touches, you know something is awry.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred Payton has some very noticeable hair on the floor. He said the story behind it is as follows. Me and my teammates in high school agreed we wouldn't cut our hair the entire season until we won a state championship. We wound up losing in the semifinals, but I liked what it was doing and just let it keep growing and growing. Guys, will it ever end?
We'll see if it does. Thanks, Doris.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
Well, the lead being maintained will not be a problem if they keep shooting the way they have so far.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Holiday against Ridnour on the wing. Green to the inside. Here's O'Quinn. Uses the glass to finish the lane. O'Quinn's got 8 here in the quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. The Pelicans.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first. If we...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side.
You're up.
Entirely new group here. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Reese Harkless comes in for Tobias Harris. Fournier's checked in for Oladipo. And Gordon subbed in for Luke Ridnour. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Withy's checked in for Davis. Anderson comes in for Quincy Pondexter. John Salmons, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Gordon out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Channing Frye. And there's Gordon. And it's Harkless in at the 3-set. That's who's out there for Orlando. Bodyguards checked in for the Pelicans. There's no reason for these big men to shy away from contact on the inside, because when they get to the foul line, you can see the success they've been having in the past month. Fourth, Anthony Davis. And, of course, Channing Frye.
Well, a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line.
Yep, some of them do that. Exactly, and we can see the reason why in those numbers. In general, the composure of all those players show up at the free throw line.
Orlando leading by 3.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Salmons kicks to Douglas. Back to Salmons. Pass to the bodyguard. Clock at 6. Here's Withy. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
When you talk about the Pelican mascot, Steve, wingspan, a term that definitely applies to this team and the young Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's a great name. You know, Davis was last year's leading shot blocker to go with 20 points and 10 boards a game. I mean, this guy is a potential superstar and obviously the key for this club moving forward.
The Pelicans trail. Here's the bodyguard. Pass to Withy for the lead. Fournier pulls it down. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to Indiana.
Yeah, and you look at the stat sheet from that night, and the turnovers were just glaring. No way you're going to give up the ball as many times as they did and still win.
Well, not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense and force even more turnovers on the other side. That's the only way you're really going to be able to counteract giving the ball to the opponent at your end.
Down low. No good from Frye.
And poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Passes it to the bodyguard. Nails it from the high post. And it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you have to just take what's there, and as long as you're moving the ball and getting good shots, that's all that matters. Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Gordon drops them both. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Pelicans lead by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. While we have the chance. Orlando making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Harkless comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Fournier subbed in for Luke Ridnour. So the Pelican 5 right now. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Davis and Asik patrol the paint. And it's Pondexter in at the 3.
Davis playing very well. He's got 17 points, and with 7 points from the free throw line, that's some good work.
Really is. I mean, he's going to have some bruises to show for it because he's been knocked around a little bit, but you got to love the aggressiveness.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Gordon. Fry comes in for Harkless. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Evan Fournier. Bodyguards checked in for New Orleans. Vucevic dishes to Ridnour. Just 5 on the clock. The 10-footer. Fry, good. Here's Holiday. Feeds to Pondexter. Back to Holiday.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
New Orleans needs to get off a shot. The bodyguard. Orlando grabs the miss. Fry's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Harris off the drive. It's rebounded by the bodyguard. The bodyguard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Tries from 16. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Ridnour passes to Harris. To the middle. And Oladipo kicks to Ridnour. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Here's Fry. Banked in off the glass.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He jumped center stage.
Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Misses the tray. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Orlando making some changes.
That's his 2nd personal.
Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Defensive
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
personal foul. 14 foul.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
And here's Oladipo. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Holiday against Ridnour. Pondexter from outside. Offensive rebound. Davis, the pass to the bodyguard. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Shooting 2.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Gordon with it. No good there. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game.
Well, Nick, what can you point to as the team's